Just you wait. The inspector is coming to save the day! And the night. Me? I'm just here. Hey there! Hi there, my name's Daphne. Would it be okay if we set up shop here? Well, that would be an illusion. I'm actually two people, myself and my alter ego. That's right. By day, I'm Daphne, a mild-mannered assistant to help you with your camp. By night, I'm someone else, the Wizard of the Wasteland, a seeker of truth and justice. I point the looking glass to your eye and a magnifying glass to the world. I'm the super and duper, one-of-a-kind magician detective, the Inspector! On behalf of both myself and the Inspector, thank you. The Inspector is on the case. When's the next superhero meeting? I'll bring the snacks. When you combine the powers of magic and deductive reasoning, nothing can stop you. But who can really know anyone? Especially when that person is a master of illusion and magic. But go ahead, ask away. But I warn you, from one detective to another, you may not like the answers you uncover. Good question, my fellow detective. There are two kinds of magicians after all. The kind that tricks you, and the kind that casts spells. The Inspector is the third kind. The one that casts a spell to trick you into revealing the truth. You will. Just point me to a mystery or a tasty treat, and the Inspector will eat it, or solve it. Yeah, but first, we're gonna need to conjure you an outfit. Not one with a cape, though. I don't have a cape, so you can't have one either. The rules for sidekicks are strict, but fair. Why, yes! Just the other day I solved a particularly troublesome mystery. I call it The Inspector in the Case of the Growling Stomach. It was a tough nut to crack until I found a can of mixed nuts, at which point the case was closed. Oh, I've got plenty in the files. One of the hardest to solve was the mystery of the poor sleep. It all started when I had a bad dream about being really cold. But in my investigation, I discovered a powerful artifact, the blanket of warmth. Wrapping it around me, I was able to close the case and finally sleep. Wanna be my partner in crime stopping? you combine the powers of magic and deductive reasoning, nothing can stop you. Want to play the Unstoppables board game? It'd be good to brush up on our crime-fighting techniques. Very well, Detective. The inspector shall become the inspected. I just solved a very tough case recently. The case of the cold feet. Using my detective skills, I found the culprit. It wasn't shaky nerves, but a hole in my sock. Then, using my magical sewing wand, I patched the hole up. Case and socks closed. Why, yes! Just the other day, I solved a particularly troublesome mystery. I call it the Inspector in the Case of the Growling Stomach. It was a tough nut to crack until I found a can of mixed nuts, at which point the case was closed. 3 things: a good heart, a strong will, and most important of all, alliteration. Wow, you're really good at superhero talk. I've still got a lot of work to catch up. If I'm being honest, my vocabulary is still a work in progress. It's my greatest weakness, but if I keep studying, I'm gonna turn it into my greatest strength. Just you wait, my mighty, Yeah, friends to the end. Three things: a good heart, a strong will, and most important of all, alliteration. Indeed, for the impressive imagination of the inspector knows no bounds. Well, that's a lie. I haven't been able to come up with a new sentence since. If I'm being honest, my vocabulary is still a work in progress. It's my greatest weakness, but if I keep studying, I'm gonna turn it into my greatest strength. Just you wait, my mighty, that sounds like a bad guy word. Well, we'll figure it out. Understood. The inspector will be happy to consult with you. What would you like to talk about? Of course. One of the first things I did as inspector was search for my unstoppable comrades. So, I know all about the Order of Mysteries and the fate of my rival, the Mistress. Why don't you tell me about it so I can compare notes and make sure we're on the same page? And she didn't invite the inspector? How mean! Not that I wanted to be part of their team anyway. The inspector doesn't make mysteries, she solves them. Wow, really? I mean, of course. Everyone knows that orphan girls are the strongest, smartest, most magical people in the universe. Egos and politics, I bet. It's not the first time it's messed up a superhero team. I had the same problem with Sherman, my imaginary friend and former apprentice. He said people scream for ice cream. As a detective, I said it would be hard to scream when you have a brain freeze. Since we didn't have any actual ice cream to solve the mystery, we had to part ways. The divide between us was just too great. Wrong. There's nothing I don't know. Using investigation or magic. I just left my wand at the wand shop. Yep, that's what I did. Understood. Affirmative, hero. Ah, another client for the inspector. What do you need? Spells and incantations for the practicing magician. Greetings, citizen. For a limited time only, all inspections are half off. The inspector sees all and knows all. How? Detection and magic. That's how. For a limited time only, all inspections are half off. Ah, another client for the inspector. What do you need? As a master magician, I am no stranger to the arcane. My spell can boost your overall perception and help you find extra food and money. All the best tools for investigating. As superhero detectives, we'll leave no stone unturned, no cake uneaten. I go by many names. The Enchantress of Appalachia, the Wizard of the Wasteland, the Inspector of the Uninspected, and sometimes Daphne. Understood.